Hi everybody. I'm sorry. Sorry for my tardiness. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna say most of you beautiful souls, because we're not that many Canadians here, I do wish you a beautiful long weekend. I do wish you, for those of you who are on vacay, who are going to see family, I hope that you have a fantastic Thanksgiving, sweetie pies. I know your Thanksgiving's not until the 27th, but some of you are starting it right away, or I don't know, any hoot. I'm just saying, have a beautiful time with your family and people that you love. And voila, let's start this off. I hope everybody's doing good. And I did get your message, my beautiful Julie, and not a problem. It's all good. And you got to go into the gym. My dear gosh. I've got you for the other person to add on into, okay? Hi, Diane. Hi, Sean. How Watson. Beautiful Lilith, Julie, Elaine. Okay, hold on. I know, Elaine, that you did donate, but I believe our beautiful Julie is up first. So just give me one little second. You're going to be in and out? All right. Shall I leave the timestamps, sweetie pie? Or do I send them to you later on? Maybe I'm better to send them out. I don't know. Let me know, okay? If you want me to post them into the live, or if I scribble them down and let's say I give them to Juanson later. You pick. Whatever is easiest for you, sweetie pie. So hold on just a second. I'm going to go and see La Mia Mama tomorrow. Yes, it is. Wait. No. Hold on. Okay. You might lose me for a second. Okay, guys. I don't know. It happens every once in a while. My keyboard doesn't want to write. Hold on. It's funny because I was writing here a second ago. Is it just that one? No, it's all over the place. Oh, crappy doodle crap. Hold on, sweeties. Can you hear me? I think maybe you were able to hear me all the way. Good thing I wasn't doing anything I'm not supposed to. Ooh la la. Then I would be caught. Ooh. Yeah, I'm back. I just had to kind of restart everything. Okay, and my keyboard is now working. So, yeah, it's all good. Thank you, sweetie pie. All right, here we go. And thank you, my beautiful Marquisha. How are you doing, sweetie pie? How are you, my love? Okay, so we do have a little bit of a list over here. So I have Julie, I have our beautiful Jillian, I have Elaine, and I have Marquisha. All right. So we're going to start this off with our beautiful Julie. Let me just go and get your questions, and we're going to start this off right away. Now, I was just wondering, my beautiful Lilith, would you like me to send the timestamps over to Juanson since you're going to be in and out, just in case? So you don't really have to, worry about anything. Let me know. So let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this like that. And let's go over here. You know what? I am catching. What is this? It is my pleasure, beautiful Julie. But it's you. It's not about me. I'm just like the elf, Julie. I'm a little elf who helps along the way, but it's all coming from you. I will definitely say happy birthday to my mama. Thank you, sweetie pie. Yeah, I can't attribute any of this. I'm, like I said, I'm that little elf. That's it. That's all. So let me go over here. Let's do like that. And let's go like this. All right. I'm actually, is it this week? Yeah, this week. This week? No, not this week. In a week. In a week. Yeah, I'm going to be catching those little elves. Oh, my dear God. But this year, I've got Matthias onto it with us because, yeah, this year he's helping us. He's our little helper since, you know, it is sad, but we have grown to an age where we no longer believe in Santa in any kind of shape, form, or way. So why not turn him into a helper? So here we go. I'm going to be catching elves. You're going to be hearing me with my stupid elf tricks for a whole month. All right. So my beautiful love, here we go. Jillian, if you're here, please let us know if you are here. After that, we're going to be with Elaine and we're going to be with Marquisha. So let me close this. It is nonsense. Thank you, Elaine, sweetie. I know. Seriously, I'm starting to stress out about like gifts and everything. I just purchased one for Raphael that he wanted because Spacehead, yeah, Swanson, Spacehead has a really good deal. Actually, it's not just Spacehead, it's all over the place. So I did get him something, which I kind of hate to get, but I got it anyways. I hate to get it because I already have one, but there's such a marketing system around those gaming systems that is crazy. Anywho, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into any brands, but it is what it is. But yes, it is just around the corner, which means torture. I have to find gifts. Okay, so what do we got? Into your first question over here. What do we have? Okay, what is that? Can I please do a healing spell? Absolutely. I got your message, Diane, sweetie. I can't do anything for the big problem that you have, though. I can send you healing vibes, but for whatever the big thing is that I'm not going to mention because it's not a word that I'm allowed to say onto YouTube, for that, I can only send beautiful healing vibes, but I can for the sinuses, yeah. I know, right? You're recycling. I know, sweetie pie. I know. Like, there's like another one that I want to purchase from Spacehead, because I think he's the only one who actually has a deal, but I don't know. We spent a lot of money in Spacehead. Here we go. So is he feeling more comfortable with the idea of putting the labels onto it all together? Hold on. That's it. This is what I'm going to say. Just 1 second. Yeah. I feel like he does want to have a label onto it, but it's kind of like I want to have my cake, but I want to be careful. So that's a little bit what I'm seeing with it. So what I'm going to say is this, and to your first question, I feel as though there's a lot of a need for balance. I feel like balance is kicking on in. I feel like there's emotional shifts. I feel like he's trying to find that very, very steady ground. So I feel like he's been juggling between feelings and expectations and his own sense of readiness. But what is important is that the energy around him, and this is important, it's settling. It's not scattering, settling. So I feel as though he wants more structure. He wants more clarity. He wants more of a defined bond. The defined bond is suggesting that he's slowly allowing and aligning, I will say both, himself with the idea of something official, not out of pressure, but out of comfort and genuine interest altogether. So I feel as though at this moment, he's showing that he's felt unbalanced before, but now he's becoming more open, more balanced, more grounded, more willing to step into that labeled type of a connection, more into a committed type of a space with you. So his heart is definitely studying and studying everything to make it happen. So I will say yes, he is feeling more comfortable into the overall of my answer on putting a label onto it. He's crawling towards it, all right? Now, will staying silent until Sunday impact your momentum? Oh, my mom gets to meet Pixel tomorrow. I'm not bringing Maxwell, though. But you're probably going to have a video of Pixel meets Baby Blue. Yeah, I'm not going to bring Maxwell because Maxwell can actually jump really high. And he'll try to eat Baby Blue like a snack. Pixel won't. So, is staying silent until Sunday, is that going to impact your momentum altogether? I see like stillness. I see pause. I do see a little bit of a shift in perspective. That being said, I'm going to say at this moment, I feel like there's a little bit of that romantic pursuit. There's a little bit of that emotional movement that is there, that is always a little bit ongoing, which is telling us that the short pause that you guys are on at this moment is something that is more usual for you guys. It's not weird. It's not going to discourage him. So if anything, it's going to create room for him to move towards you, but a little bit onto his own terms, if you will. So I'm going to say absolutely, I do not see any problem whatsoever. And if he doesn't reach out by Sunday, then you can definitely send a little gentle message before you actually go onto your plane, like you always do, because we definitely don't want to be breaking up any of those usual rules that you have and those non-said traditions, if you will. So that's going to align with the energy of something nice and soft and sincere and something really nice and safe to express. So I'm going to say the cards aren't showing anything about a loss of momentum. The connection stays warm and your message would not push him away. It actually keeps the current flow going into a natural and to really just quite healthy kind of a way. So no, I don't see no problems, my sweet love. Yeah, I know. Pixel could ride Baby Blue. I know. It's my mom's idea. She's like, Lisa, we're going to make a video on Pixel meets Baby Blue. I'm like, yeah, okay. She's like, have you ever seen a YouTube video where a kitty cat meets a bird? I'm like, and they both survive, right? I'm like, no, not really. I haven't. I said, we'll call it, my lunch has arrived. My mom didn't think I was funny. Oh, talking about kitty cats. Hello, Anael, and hello, Pixel. Oh, there's Pixel. Talking about Pixel. Hey, sweetie. Hello, baby. Oh, you're such... Pas trop proche, Gala. Oh, you're so cutie patootie. Yeah, she's got a big belly. Yeah. You're such a cutie patootie. I see you later, baby. Bye-bye, baby. Attends, ma cocotte. Mwah. See you later, sweetie. She's so cute. C'est vrai qu'il est cute. A chubby cat! Okay. Qu'elle a une grosse bedaine. C'est vrai. She got a big belly.
Ça fait pas rapide.
Oh, okay. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby. She's well fed. Okay. Oh my gosh. Anel says I'm not allowed to say she's chubby in front of her, or that she's well fed, or that she's got a big belly. Apparently it's bothering her mental state. Hi, just Janelle. Nice to see you, sweetie. Okay. I know, it's a little bit of a chubby baby, ain't she? I know. I don't do no body shaming. You're the size that you are, I don't care. May you be a kitty cat or a human or God knows what. Changes nothing. I think she's cute. If she was skinny, it would be a problem. All right. So, Julie, relax your beautiful soul, sweetie. Here we go. Let's go see for our beautiful Jillian now. I'm still going to write the timestamps because I have no idea if I'm supposed to or not. So I'm going to write them down. And if I see they're not posted, I'll give them to you later on, my dear Juanson. Thank you, my beautiful Janelle, sweetie. Just to let you know, you are going to be up in about 10 minutes or so, 10, 12 minutes. We can leave you a timestamp too. It's not a problem, sweetie. I should what? What should I do? What should I do? What did I say? Okay, hold on. So, Jillian, you're going to be at 18 minutes. All right. So, oh, timestamp. Thank you. That's what I thought, right? I just talk about way too many things. Yeah, I'm writing it here, but I'm keeping track of it onto my own side. So Elaine, you're next, followed up by Markeisha and just Janelle. So what is Stephen? Okay. Ooh, you got two of them. Oh, you're friends with, okay. Oh. Oh no. Oh, this is not turning out into the way that I thought it was when you mentioned both these names. I have to say, here I am thinking, ooh la la, roommates, two of them, and you're dating. Ooh, that would have been like a soap opera. Okay. So let's go see. It is not at all what I thought it was, but there is definitely some gossipy gossip going on. Alrighty. So, Julian, we're going to go on to figure out what's happening with this. So, we're going to start with M, and then we're going to go towards S, and we're going to look at the overall altogether. Okay? Alrighty. Well. Sweetie pie. Okay. I feel like M... I feel like there's a warmth. I feel like there's a familiarity, but I also feel like there's a trust that is there. I feel like this is confirming that this person's energy towards you is more friendly. It's more safe. I'll say friendly and safe. Like this person sees you as somebody that, you know, things go well together. You guys can coexist peacefully. All right. You're somebody who brings, I'll say comfort into their life, but not necessarily conflict. So I actually do feel as though M is actually feeling quite genuine about the friendship, and nothing into this person's energy feels like it's negative or that there's any hidden judgments in any kind of shape, form, or way. Now, as we move on forward to S is a little bit different. I feel like S is different. I'm not going to say S is evil, but there's a little something that is there. I feel like his energy is a little bit more complicated. On S's behalf, hold on just a second. And oh no, seriously, Watson? I was just telling my mom about that the other day, saying, I'm glad they took the handles off. Ah, sweet Lord, they put them back. Oh, geez, Louise. All right, okay. I don't even see that, yeah. Did you just say bruh? Oh, bruh, yeah. I was talking about that. Okay, I'm not going to get into it at this moment. I'm going to concentrate onto the reading. S altogether. S's energy. Yeah, see, we got a little bit of a strife coming on through. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see that, Watson. Thank God. I don't got that tonight. I don't. Oh, it is yay. Okay. S is a little bit to be, there's tension, there's defensiveness. There's a sense of being on guard is what it is. Like, feeling like this person needs boundaries around his space or around his relationship, which doesn't mean that he dislikes you personally. It just kind of points to somebody who is more protective of their environment, their relationship, their routine, therefore your friend. I'm going to say this person S feels easily uneasy, sometimes a little bit overshadowed easily also, like they don't quite fully understand the whole situation altogether. However, I believe that things are going to become a little bit better because of the world. Things are, and we have our Three of Swords in reverse. things will kind of soften. I feel like he's a little bit unsure how to relate to you and where you actually fit into his world altogether. So I feel like the energy between you and us, I feel like there's silence. I feel like there's unspoken tension. I feel like there's emotional distance that you're both kind of keeping within each other. It's not hostility. It's not nothing nasty. It's uncertainty. So I feel like what you're sensing is correct, because I don't feel as though he's being completely open with you. But the cards also say that he hasn't made up his mind about you. So he doesn't dislike you, but doesn't like you. You're into that middle spot, but you're a lot of insecurity towards him. So I feel like he's observing you. I feel like he's watching you. I feel like he's trying to understand you. I feel like he's deciding how close he actually wants to be to you, if he wants to be close to you also. So I'm going to say at this moment, it's more neutral energy. It can definitely shift in either kind of a way. What you should do with this, be calm, be grounded, self-contained. Keep your energy, sweetie. Maintain your routines, maintain your peace. Do exactly what it is that you usually do. Don't change the way that you do things because you feel this. Continue the way that you're doing. The more you stick to a routine, the more things will make sense, the more stability will come in, the more this person will make an idea of who you are and that there's nothing weird or odd about you. You're going to be showing consistency. You're going to be showing respect. You're going to be showing emotional maturity. So I feel like this situation is really just going to dissolve itself by its own sweet self. The tension is going to end up leaving in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to say stay steady. I don't feel like it's a time to confront him. I would often say, hey, not this time around. Don't confront, don't over-explain, just keep being exactly who you are, but be grounded, be respectful, try to stick into your neutral energy. For sure, if every time you go on by, you've got this energy of, then you're going to get, and you're going to switch up the energies. But if you go on into a neutral kind of a place, you'll be okay. Things will be all right. So you don't have to prove anything. You're who you are. You're kind. You're sweet. Nothing's wrong with you. This person is just a little bit unsure about where you fit into their lives and how they feel towards you. Give them a little bit of time. Things will put themselves into the right and natural place, sweetie pie. But stay neutral along the way, because if you don't, then things could become a little bit complicated. Yeah. I don't see anything, Watson. Woohoo! The list? Yeah, you can. What do you mean, what's up? With me? I don't know. What do you want to know, Elaine? What do you want to know? Yeah. Jillian, I'm sending you much love, sweetie pie. Thank you for joining us, sweetie. If there's anything else, let me know. I don't know, Elaine. Look, Christmas is coming. I've got a busy love life. Yeah. You typed the B word? I didn't see no B word. Did you say the B word? What's a B word? And what is the B word? Is it B like B-I-T? What is the B? I don't know what the heck you're writing. I don't know. I'm just going to go and do your reading. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to, what's up, Lisa? I'm not going to say anything because I got too many things to say. Oh, the bra. Oh, bra. Yeah, no, because I was actually having this conversation a little bit earlier. I like to annoy Matthias because, he's going to be 13 and I like to annoy him. That's just the relationship I have with him. I bug him. He gets annoyed. I think it's hilarious. But we get along like, peas in a pot. I don't know how the heck you say it. I love him. He loves me. We're sweetie pies. That being said, he's often telling me all this kind of, oh, hold on, I'll go and look, sweetie. He's always telling me these things in languages I don't understand. And we were out at the restaurant earlier and he's like, you're such a, I don't know what he said. I don't know. He ended up telling me into his slang that I'm old and I'm trying to fit into his category. And I don't know what the heck else he said. It sounded like he was insulting me. With a sweet angelic face. I don't know. I don't understand a word he says. I don't get the bras. I don't get the sigmas. I don't get anything. I have to go and Google. I Google, what does sigma mean in slang? I don't know what it means. I don't know. My kids come home. They're like, Mom. I'm like, what? They're like, oh, there was a bunch of 6-7s on the bus. 6-7. What is 6? I'm like, 6-7 means nothing. I don't know what it means, but it means nothing. But it's such a thing because there's 6. I don't know. I don't understand a thing. Chris, my love. Chris. You see, you don't know neither. We're old, Elaine. understand a word. Okay, so Chris likes you, sweetie. Chris, you're bored. Chris is not saying any. Chris, I want to use a French word, and I want to put Chris into a French word, which is actually a swear word, but I'm not going to. Because at this moment I'm thinking, why is he not actually telling you that he truly does love you and cares for you and he thinks about you so much more and he wants to actually tell you, but he's not telling you, and you're kind of feeling a little bit hopeless, a little bit annoyed over here. Heck, I'm going to say Chris really does like you, sweetie. I know I unraveled a bunch of stuff, but it is what it is. He's just not really showing you everything that he wants to show you, but he should. Yeah, honestly. I know, Elaine, I know. So did they say that people from the 50s had bags like, I don't know. I don't understand anything. I'll have to tell them, like, what did you say? I don't understand. For me, bra, I'm like, I'm not even a bra. I'm a bra. And a bra means something, an apparel for a woman. I don't think I fit into that either. And then they get upset at me because I'm talking about this. Oh, it's not a good situation. Not a good thing. We don't understand each other. It is my pleasure, sweetie. Wishing you a lovely evening, my love. All right, Elaine, let's get to you. There are some days where I think I talk too much. Hi, love Shine. Nice to see you, sweetie, and thank you, my love. Juanton, you were wondering about the list. We have Elaine, and then I would love if Marquisha could tell me if she's here, our beautiful queen. So Elaine, Marquisha, just Janelle, sweetie pie, followed out by our lovely love Shine. So Elaine, let me go and read what you sent out to me. Here we go. Oops. All right. My mom was really upset at me today. Yeah, as I'm reading your things, Elaine. Yeah, she bought some heating thing. Anywho, it's not working. They've been supposed to come all week. That's all she talked to me about all week. I've been listening to her. But I keep telling her they're not going to come. And she gets real upset at me. And so I didn't tell her the whole info. And she's like, when are they coming? I'm like, I'm sorry to say, they're not going to come until Friday for sure. And even on Friday, I don't really want to tell you, but I don't think they're going to show up. And they didn't. Yeah, now she's just upset at me. So whenever I'm done, talking with her, I'm like, Mom, this is it. This is not my fault that I'm right. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm sorry. And you've run out of fortune telling time. I'm hanging up. All right, here we go. So I think 90s are great. I think so too, right, Elaine? Of course, we're definitely not being. There's no bias over here. All right. So what's going on? Why into the dream? Does Y still care? Yeah, Y still cares. The Y situation is a little bit of a sucky situation. Why? Because I should call the Friday Lives reading blunt readings. That's what we shall call them, the blunt Friday readings. If you want softness and ribbons, don't come onto a Friday. All right. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. Into the dream in itself, there's a lot of intuition. There's a lot of hidden emotional currents. All right. I feel as though seeing that name, like the full name, symbolizes your subconscious is reaching towards truth and clarity and, well, unfinished business between you and, well, why? Why are you having this dream? Because the connection is unresolved. Emotions still kind of flow beneath that surface. Your soul is still trying to process what the mind simply cannot. it's a little bit like sometimes we put a little bit of that Band-Aid over, right? So does why still care? There's still affection. We still care. The connection is still there, but it's tangled with a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of conflicts. So the love isn't gone, but it's blocked. It's like wrapped in frustration, and there's pride and there's emotional distance. So yes, there's real feelings, they're there, but there's a lot of emotional weight, and it's like if that connection is just currently misaligned. It is not meant to be at this moment. Doesn't really matter what you do to try to put the pieces together. If you would try to put the pieces together, they're not going to fit. So it is still strained. It is not healed. It is not fully closed. So is there still love? There's a bond. The bond is meaningful. There is love, but it's it's mixed with hurt and confusion and a sense of being, but on two different pages altogether. So there's still that emotional residue that is there, that's strong enough to actually appear in dreams, but not currently necessarily in harmony. What are you doing? Oh my God, you managed to put a collar on the sweetie thingy? Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. Oh, voilà, coucher. Elle fait des dodo assis, là. Oh, she's sleeping. Go put her to bed. Yeah. She's sleeping. All right. Okay. Adios, les amigos. Bye, Sigma. Huh? That's what I say. See you later, bro. Love you. Yeah, unk too to you. All right, hold on. So... yeah, I know. Right, hold on. Poor kitty cat sleeping. I know. Okay, here we go. That's my usual conversations with Matthias. They're very adult style. Here we go. Oh my God, poor little kitty cat falling asleep. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm seeing the replay of her. It's hilarious. All right. And then I go into your second question, and it actually starts with the name of Pixel. What's happening into your second question? We do have our world. We do have our page of rods. It is progressing, but it's progressing yet stagnant, which I know is like two complete contradictions. So it's like it's not something that you must give up onto, but it's something that's a little bit, it's still in progress. It is not finished. There is still openings, but it's a little bit stagnant. So what I'm trying to say is there's a slow progress, there's some delays, and there's like a backlog of tasks, if you will. So the energy feels like it's a little bit busy, like it's a little bit overloaded, and it's a little bit operating on slower timelines than actually expected. So again, it's not a question of being rejected. It's not what we can see, but there's a delay and there's a lack of communication altogether. So your plan to follow up on Monday is actually quite good, because you're going to give a little bit of that gentle nudge. And I feel like that gentle nudge at that point in time will be appropriate. They have not closed their door. They're just kind of moving at, honestly, a very snail kind of a pace. As for the concrete, into your question number 3, Markeisha, just let us know if you're here, sweetie. Maybe you have already and I haven't seen it because I'm not into the questions, but if you are, it's perfect. If you're not, we'll leave a timestamp, but I'm sure you are. Here we go. How's the babies, my love, Markeisha? I'm going to say, are you still a top applicant? You're still there being into the consideration. Like, I feel like you're waiting for your ship to come in, and part of that, I want you to know you haven't been dropped, you haven't been canceled or anything of the such. You're still into the field, and they're still evaluating and kind of waiting for the next internal steps altogether. So I'm going to say I feel as though it's still promising. I do feel like you're still completely skilled forward. I still feel like it is worth considering. So you're not at the bottom and you're not forgotten neither. Are you a top? You're in there. I'm not going to say you're number one, but you're definitely into it. So you're still into the running. The process still feels like it's a little bit slow and a little bit uncertain at this moment. But I'm going to say there's teams that are shifting at this moment. There are some timing issues, however, and there's some internal decisions that are still unfolding. So it's not a no, but it's a turning wheel that is still there in motion altogether. So what you need to know is you need to stay patient. You need to be balanced and grounded, and you need to stay steady with your energy, because your energy at this moment, along with patience and balance, is going to be all your beautiful allies. So nothing on anything that you have mentioned to me is suggesting any type of endings or delays or misunderstandings or bad emotional processing. Nothing. Your dream, your intuition, your opportunities, they're all there. They're just in transition. So yeah. Hi, Markeisha, sweetie. I can see you. All right. So we're going to come and see over here, beautiful Markeisha. Now, did you want a timestamp too? Love you too, my beautiful Elaine. Everything is still working into its beautiful way, sweetie. Everything is good, my love. Okay? Keep on doing what you're doing. Everything is moving into the most beautiful way. You have come so far all the way up until here. Don't give up. I know, right? I know. Imagine a pixel overload. Markeisha, my love, just Janelle is next. Just Janelle, let us know if you're here. If you're not, we'll leave you a timestamp. And if you are, it is perfect. I also need to know if our beautiful Love Shine is here. So Love Shine, if you're here, also let us know. And if you are, you can start to post your questions. And again, some of you I do not see all the time, such as Markeisha, just Janelle. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sweet loves. Now, hold on just a second. Okay. So what's coming towards you? Angel message. I'm doing fantastic, my love. Fantastic. Everything is moving into the right direction. Everything is moving into the right direction, which is good. Hold on, my love. Thank you, sweetie. However, I have to say my Thanksgiving is already gone and past and done. Yeah. In Canada, our Thanksgiving is in October. So it was, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago. Something of the such. Yeah. I don't know why we don't do it at the same time. I don't know. We should. But anywho, your Thanksgiving falls onto my mama's birthday. Almost every year. So yes. Multiple reasons for the Thanksgiving. Yeah, ours is always, I think ours is calculated always the second Sunday of the first 2 weeks of October. I think some weird calculation to the such. I don't know. I don't follow it all too much, but yes. So I do have some need to release. I do have some beautiful completion coming your way too. That's pretty much what it is, right, Elaine? Yeah, it's a weird calculation. Yeah. Okay, this is what I'm going to say for you. I feel like the angels are showing that something you've been waiting for is quietly aligning behind the scenes. I feel like it's very slow, but I feel like the message over here is, even though it's slow, you could think, oh my God, it's delayed. It's never happening. It's not delayed, but it is perfectly timed for your situation. You might be wondering, what is coming towards me? What is it? Clarity, opportunities. a moment where things are finally going to start to make sense. And I know that this has nothing to do with your questions altogether, but in some kind of weird way, there is something financially that seems to be easier with the ex-partner. I don't know if you've been having some issues with, payments or anything of the such that are due for you that he owes you. There's something into that. There's something that seems to be legally making more sense onto a financial way into the upcoming months. Like soon, not 6 months, like the soon, in the following few weeks, something is happening in regards to that. Don't know if you've been having any problems with it or if something is changing within it. Other than that, what I'm going to say is that I feel like there's a lot of healing, but I also feel like there's a lot of renewal that's coming your way. There is a certain emotional restoration that seems to be entering your life. So there has been some old heaviness. I feel like there could have been some worry. Sometimes, not always, because you're that beautiful queen, but even queens fall down every once in a while. You do have some self-doubt sometimes. And that's a cycle that could kind of exhaust a little bit your spirit. But I feel like that's lifting. I feel like the angels are guiding you towards peace into your heart, more stable energy, and more of that feeling of, I can breathe again. So I want you to think of it a little bit like a gentle reset into a way. I also feel like there's new paths that are opening towards you. The energy shows more of a fresh direction, like something that is going to give you a certain momentum, a new outlook, a new opportunity. There's a shift that's going to bring you back into that power that you're usually into, a little bit of that powerhouse. It's nothing that's dramatic, but it's like if you're slowly being a little bit nudged forward. So that's going to be coming towards you also. And you also need to know that you're not walking onto this path alone. You're being redirected towards something that is better for you. And you can figure out what that means for you. But I'm getting the message that you're being redirected towards something that is better, but also towards something that you thought you lost. Now, when I talk about loss, I'm not necessarily speaking about a person. It can be a feeling. It can be a stability. It can be a situation. But you're being redirected towards something that you thought might have been lost somewhere around it. So your angel message is that your next chapter is softer. But it's necessary for you to let go of those fears because your angels are clearing the way for you along the way. You do, right? Well, that's coming towards you, sweetie. So you do definitely have a lot of changes, a lot of healing. Let me take out a couple little cards along the way over here. No, here. I shall, just Janelle. I shall, my love. In just one moment, sweetie. I'll check that out. Yeah. Watson, you're only missing our beautiful love shine, sweetie, but I do have her onto my list, so it's okay. But if you do want to add her next to your squirrel and your pie, not I'm going to say it's a squirrel pie, but hey. Here we go. We do have our Two of Cups. We do have our King of Wands. We do also have our Princess over here. Sweetie pie, there could be some type of opening for you, a deeper type of connection within love, but there's definitely some movement for you in life. You're gaining more strength, my love. You're simply gaining more strength. And as you're moving on forward, you're not moving on forward like a little kitty cat. You're moving like a tiger, sweetie pie. You're moving on forward, knowing what you're wanting and kind of piercing on through. I don't necessarily see a lot of obstacles along your way, but I do see you feeling better. So whatever it is that has been so heavy upon your back is going to start to fall down. But it's not falling down magically. It's falling down because you're at that place, because that's what you're doing, and this is where you're at, and because you keep on moving forward. Without that constant move forward, you would not be into the place that you're into. But because you've been putting the effort in, because you have that willpower and you have that strength that is becoming stronger and stronger, you're moving through all the storms, and that's how you're going to gain your abundance. Good night, Diane, sweetie. So my beautiful Marquisha, financially, I'm not going to say things are woohoo, fantastic, great fireworks, but they are going to get better. Some type of justice is coming your way in regards to that. There's also some type of healing, transformation, connection that is coming into a love kind of a way. You yourself are gaining more strength. You're gaining more onto your transformation, moving on forward. That is bringing more opportunities your way. So honestly, I'm going to say a beautiful reading for you. A lot of healing, a lot of movement, and a lot of putting things that have been hurting you, have been annoying you, and have been a little bit blockages in your life. It's like you can finally put them aside and say, this is no longer into my life and I don't have to worry about it. And that is gold itself. I know there's been a lot of storms. I know. And I'm not saying there's no longer any storms, but the storms are no longer tornadoes, F5 tornadoes. They're little tornadoes. They're little storms. They're little rainfalls. All things that you can manage because you have all those tools and all that knowledge, and you're progressing, you're moving forward, you're getting rid of all that stuff. You don't need that anymore. You're going towards that sunshine. You're going towards the goodness and the abundance, and you have everything that you need, and you're being definitely guided towards going to get more, my love. I see nothing but good things coming towards you. I'm not going to say everything is perfect, but things are getting definitely better for you. There's somebody you've been talking to. Well, that person that you've been talking to, you're going to start to feel a little bit more of a connection with the person. I don't see with this person at this moment, I don't see like a commitment or something long-term, but I see a connection that is defining itself, that is becoming stronger. So it could be this person that you're talking to, my love. Absolutely. And good for you, sweetie. You deserve it, honestly. Hold on, my beautiful Just Janelle. I'm going to gather all your questions. And if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie, you let me know, okay? For our beautiful Marquisha. Now, just one second. Can I also see the energy for the last of your classes? And you've been doing everything. Okay. Okay, here we go. I would love to know if Love Shine is here. If you're not here, I'm going to pull out your usual questions because I'm going to go and check into PayPal. But anyways, you're next, Love Shine. So just one moment, my beautiful Just Janelle. Yeah, so Love Shine is going to be on up next. Okay. So let's go see. It's my, oh, thank you, my love. And again, happy Thanksgiving to you, sweetie pie. So Just Janelle, sweet love. What's coming your way into love, a December energy, and we're going to go and look at the energy in regards to your classes. So let's go and check it on out. Love Shine is next. Then I'm going to slowly move on forward towards Watson. Ooh, what is that? It's yours. The Devil. Oh, I actually like the Devil. I don't, but I do. The Devil has a lot of good things with him. He really does. He or she, I don't know. He's portrayed as a he here, but it can definitely be a she. However I want to see it. The Devil, it's not always a bad thing. It's got goodness within it. In this case, in regards to love, I do have the Devil, I do have our King of Cups in reverse, and I do also have our Ace of Swords. In this case, I'm going to say the Devil is not necessarily the best card that you do want to have. He's actually coming on through to say that you could be meeting somebody who could be really expressive, very curious. This is somebody who's not going to make you rush into anything, but it's not necessarily somebody who has a genuine interest. Well, a genuine interest into a long term. We could have a very genuine interest into the right here and to the right now because, ooh, the Devil does like that. But I don't necessarily see love following on through with this person. So it could be a new admirer. It could be somebody who's a little bit kind of observing you, whoever this person is. I feel as though it's a connection, somebody that you're going to end up meeting into the month of December. It could be during an outing, something of the such. And by outing, I don't mean you're going clubbing and it could be you're going to get a cup of coffee. It could be you're at the mall and somebody kind of nudges you by mistake and, but I just don't feel like this person is somebody who's going to be lingering into your life. I feel like they're interested into you, but they have ulterior motives. So, they want the you-know-what, and that's pretty much what they want. So very passionate, but nothing that is very lovey-dovey. If I go and try and see a little bit further and see if anybody lovey-dovey is popping on through, I can go and look because this one, he or she, anyways, this person is just for fun, okay? This person is just going to be there for you-know-what. King of Wands, he kind of likes to play games. He does. Lovers, reverse, not too many decisions popping on through. Okay, well, after that one, you can have somebody that you could be meeting regards to work. It doesn't have to be into your workplace. It could be around your workplace. There's somebody that you're going to be meeting more in January or February. The energy is still quite unclear. This is not somebody who has anything to hide. It's somebody who's very genuine. And it's somebody who usually makes movements towards you. You're definitely going to be able to see that this person can be a little bit of a jokester. They can be fun. They can be quite amusing. However, it's still a little bit too soon to see what exactly they want with you or what you might even want with them. So I'm going to say December, you've got some fun person coming on in. January, February, you could have a chance over here to have something that is more serious, but we're going to have to see where that energy is going. But into the meanwhile, don't close yourself off to anything in love. I kid you not. If you go to the grocery store and you always look at your phone, nobody's ever going to talk with you. But if you look up and there you go, difference. Same thing, restaurants, walks, friends, whatever. Try to open up your energy. So it helps. It kind of invites people on in and you give yourself more chances of meeting somebody who can be really, really quite good for you. It just opens up the chances. As for the December energy, we're going to go on a peek into the December energy, what we have with this little deck. December energy. Financially, you're doing pretty good, sweetie. You're not going anywhere. You're sticking exactly where you're at. But you need to rest. You're feeling more confident with yourself. You're more recognized by people that are around you, especially in regards to work. You're more in tune with your heart, with what you want. It's a month that's a little bit more light. There's a couple breakthroughs. There's a couple social openings. There's a little bit of an emotional renewal. But I kind of feel like this is a month for you to shine who you are, what you want, the way that you are. You're a beautiful person, but not to force anything. There's a lot of resting that is necessary too. It's like if this past year you've been through a few things, as much emotionally as I feel perhaps work-wise, where there's like a need. It's almost like go get yourself a vacay. And if you're not going to do that, maybe take yourself a little bit of time where you go to bed a little bit earlier, you pamper yourself, whatever is good for you, sweetie. But do take care of yourself into the month of December, because I do feel like you're going to be a little bit tired and you need to take care of yourself a little bit more. In regards to the energy around your classes, sweetie, there is one key role into that. And that's you. The more you focus, the more you listen, the better you take notes, the more you research, the more you're present, the better it shall be. So within your hard work, within your focus, within your discipline, and between your mastery at the same time, if you continue to put this beautiful effort in, you're definitely on to the right place. All right. You're going to be learning, you're going to be improving, and you're going to be doing the mental work needed to finish strong. So at this moment, you're right before the actual success. You're building something, stay consistent. It is going to pay off. Honestly, it's not surprising. Spirit over here is saying you're not slacking. Don't give less than what you should or what you can, and completely be engaged over and over again. Can you do everything, or are you doing everything you can to pass? It is a yes. You have to push through self-doubt though. Sometimes I feel like there's self-doubt that comes on through, and stay committed even when you're tired. I did see that tiredness and I said, you need a vacay. That's it. But don't let it stop you for 2-3 weeks. Push on through a little bit, then take that vacay, my love. So stay committed even if you're a little bit tired, sweetie, because your effort's going to be enough. If you keep steady, you are so much closer to that finish line than you believe, and you're so much closer to that beautiful success. So honestly, the month of December is going to bring clarity. Love, it's a little bit iffy still, but your hard work is going to carry yourself through. Trust yourself. You're doing so much more than what you actually give yourself some credit for, my love. So keep on doing, what you're doing, sweetie. All right, my beautiful Julie. A fun time. Yeah, that's it. There's really fun times out there. So Julie, I'm going to put you. Hi, Stephanie, sweetie. I'm going to put you after Stephanie, okay, my love? And thank you, my beautiful Stephanie and Julie. I know you're tired. I know you are. So just don't give up along the way. You're so close, my love. You're so talented. I know. I believe you. You've got this, okay? You go and get that gold, sweetie. You can go and get everything that you can because you deserve it. And a happy Thanksgiving to you, my sweetie pie. Yeah, I'll send you a message, but I'm going to be with you in about 5-6 minutes. Yeah, that's perfect. Come back in about 5 minutes. It'll be your turn, sweetie. Yeah. So we are going to go and see our beautiful Love Shine. Love Shine's going to be at 60 minutes. What's I'm not gonna post anymore. I'm not gonna post because I don't know. Lilith comes in and comes out, but I don't know if I've even posted everything. Oh, sweet Lord. I'm going to send you later, my dear Juanson, the timestamps because I don't know what I've posted into the chat and what I didn't. Now I'm feeling confused. Not confused into my mind, into the timestamps. Here we go. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I just don't know what I put through, Lilith, because I didn't know if you were here. Did I put Marquisha at 39 minutes? I don't even know if I did. I'm going to put the last two that I have through. Actually, I only have 3 of them. Let me post them, Lilith. Those are the ones that I have. If you already took them, then it's perfect because otherwise I'm confused. I have Jillian at 18 minutes. I have Marquisha at 39. One, two, three, and I have Love Shine, who's at 101. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well then that's good. Then you had everything. You were just missing Love Shine, sweetie pie. Thank you, my love. Well, it's normal you're missing. I just put it. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, so Love Shine, here we go. Up next is going to be Stephanie. Stephanie's going to have a timestamp, and then we're going to be with Julie. Juanson, Lilith, 10:30 is going to be the goodbye time for tonight. Okay, sweeties. So here we go, my beautiful Love Shine. I'm taking this deck. It's not even your deck. Oh, jeez. All right, so how's he feeling towards sun up until sundown with the wife? Okay. Not ultimate happiness, not ultimate love with our lovers, or anyways, Two of Cups in reverse, but we're working through things, which is okay. I don't really even have to explain the whole thing altogether. Not much explanation needed, not necessarily all that happy, not necessarily all that much in love. It is what it is, but we're working through things and things are okay. So we're not into a day or into a time within our emotions where there's fights or conflicts or arguments or annoyances. It's just a continuity, life into its own continuity. So he continues with family, he continues with you, he continues doing his things with work, and all is good. So I'm going to say collaboration with home, with wife, nothing much more. Oh, thank you, Lilith. I had no idea if you were checking in every once in a while, so I'm like I was a little stressed. I'm like, is she seeing them? Is she not? I don't know. I was planning on sending everything to Watson after. In regards to you, my beautiful love shine, we do have our 8 over here of Pentacles. We also do have our 7 of Pentacles. In regards to you, my sweetie pie, he does his very best as much as he possibly can for you. He loves you. He's putting a lot of effort into the relationship itself. Sometimes he's a little bit more away, either because he's on vacay or because he's with family, or there's other things that are preoccupying him into his life. But ultimately, at the end of the day, he loves you. He goes to bed thinking about you, wakes up into the morning thinking about you. So I'm going to say, and because we have our 7 of Pentacles and our 8 of Pentacles, he's into that continuity of wanting to put more work into the relationship, wanting it to grow and wanting it to just become better. So it's all good for you. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. And thank you, Watson. That is the correct list. It is perfect. I still don't know why we got that squirrel. Why did we got that squirrel into there? What's up with the squirrel, Watson? I get the turkey. I get the leaf, I get the sunflower, I get everything except for the squirrel. Is it because squirrels at this time, they run around and they hide their nuts? That sounds so bad. But is that why? What's up with the squirrel? Let me know the squirrel story. Or is it because you were a squirrel into a past life? What does he want to say to you that he's not saying? 4 of Wands. All right. The devil. You make him want to do really bad things, but he does love you, sweetie. We do have our 3 of Swords to kind of finish things up, but it is into the reverse position. And it is a normal type of card to actually come out into your situation because this is a situation of, you know, love triangles, everything as such. So it would make sense. That being said, what I'm saying is you make him want to do a lot of bad things. He's got this beautiful binding, this beautiful connection with you where he loves you, but it's more than just that connection of I want you and I need you. I don't want to let go to you. You're very important to me. You bring me fire. You bring me passion. You bring me love. You bring me intensity. I don't, and I can't even ever see my life without you. But there's also the beautiful element of being together and loving each other that is there and happy endings. So you actually have both kind of mixed on in between into the things that he doesn't want to say. It's all those elements and all those feelings mixed on in together. It gives a good cocktail. Is it just because you like squirrels? All right, fine. I know, squirrels, they're like cute little things, but they're not all that smart. Yeah, it's kind of funny to actually see them go and hide their food and then not remember where they hid their food. Because, yeah, they hide it all over the place. That being said, I do like squirrels. I do. I think I saw Lover Squirrels. When was it? Thursday. Yesterday. Yeah. I was on my way back from NAL school and there were these, in this driveway, there were these 2 squirrels. They looked like twins. They were black, both of them. They were cutest little things. I don't know. They were kind of running away with their nuts, but together, like in unison. I don't know. They were cute. They seemed to make sense. They seemed to know what the heck they were doing. I don't know. I hope they know. I feel bad for them. I do. Anyways, where I live, it's cold, so I would hate to hide my food and it be under meters of snow. Never be able to go and get it. All right, so love messages for you. Page of Swords. He thinks about you so much more than what he actually says. A Star. He dreams and wishes for so many beautiful things with you. Quite frankly, you bring him the most abundance that he could actually ever even think of. So, my love, are you loved? Yes, you are. Are you desired? Absolutely. Do you bring everything into his life that he needs? Also, yes. Stephanie, my love. Stephanie, sweetie, how are you doing? Hold on, let me just go undo that. Undo that. And here we go. Hi, sweetie. I just finished your reading. You're at 101, my beautiful love shine. Alrighty, so here we go. And see what we've got. Julie is going to be on up next. So, Julie, I believe, is going to be coming back on in. So, how's he feeling with his birthday coming on up? Let's go and see. It's coming up next Friday. All right. Is he happy, sad? Those birthdays, they come along real quickly, don't they? They do. Let's go see my love. All right, how's he feeling with his birthday that is coming on up? I'm not going to say happy. I'm not going to say dissatisfied. I feel like he's concentrating on different things. I feel like he's concentrating a lot on work, is basically what it is. So I'm going to say I feel as though he could be a little bit more quiet, a little bit more reflective, a little bit more withdrawn because it is a personal milestone. I feel like he could be having some mixed emotions. He could be having different type of memories, and it really just questions about where is his life actually going. So I feel like the energy feels like it's more something that is I'm contemplating where I'm at, what I'm doing, than something of, oh my God, it's my birthday and I'm so excited. It's not sad, however, I just feel like it's thoughtful. I feel like it's processing. I feel like it's him thinking about a lot of things. So I feel like he may keep to himself or kind of feel a little bit unsure on how to celebrate. For the moment, I feel like his current feelings towards you is he's got that beautiful, gentle, emotional energy. He has that curiosity. He has that affection. He has that soft spot into his heart for you. And he may not express everything quite directly at this moment, but he does feel that warmth. He does feel that interest. He does feel that emotional openness. He does have that desire to actually kind of keep the connection alive. He doesn't know how to keep it alive, but he would like to keep it alive. So I feel like he thinks about you with a lot of sweetness. He doesn't think about you with a lot of distance. He thinks about you with a lot of sweetness. His intentions, however, for you at this moment, I still feel like he's planning. I still feel like he's kind of watching, thinking about the next steps, but he's not rushing anything. At this moment, I feel like he's considering what the connection could be, how to move closer, and what the next stage might actually even look like. So he's not pulling away. I feel like he's assessing. I feel like he's imagining, and I feel like he's weighing out those possibilities. So I feel like it's slow, but I feel like it's a sincere kind of an energy. So if I'm going to put this into one pot and make sense of it for you, I feel like Jonathan in this moment is very reflective. He's been reflective for quite some time. He's been tossing a lot of things for quite some time. His birthday is approaching. His energy towards you is still curious. It's still within a certain opening. You haven't asked. I do feel, however, that at his birthday, he is going to be going out with some friends. It could be to a bar that you know or not, but I definitely do see him going on out. So he will be doing something with friends, not with family, but with friends. I do feel like he is thinking about the future, even if he hasn't done anything or hasn't made any movements at this moment. I feel like he's reflecting and thinking much more upon his finances at this moment because they seem to be more clear into his mind. It seems to be easier for him to focus onto that than to actually go inward, face his shadow side, and answer his own questions. So I feel like right now he's into his, I'm thinking about things, I'm wondering about things, I'm looking at the different type of possibilities that are open, but not making anything, or any movement altogether. He thinks about it. He thinks about it, Stephanie, but the problem is I don't see him doing it. He thinks about it, but I don't see him doing it. And there's a world of difference and possibilities between what we think about and what we do. And I feel like that is in everything in life. Sometimes we think about, I want to lose weight, but I don't go onto a diet, or I don't go to the gym, or I really like this person, I want to be with them, but I'm not necessarily taking the actions towards opening something with them. So there's a great difference between both of them. I feel like at this moment he is holding on to you, but I do not see him making any movement towards you because I do not see him facing his shadow side. He is not able at this moment in time to look at who he is, what he needs, what he's done wrong, or what he hasn't done. Not necessarily wrong, but what he actually has not done, and that has created the issues that you guys have, or the situation that you have at this moment. He's not ready to look at the shadow side, and until he's not ready to do that, it's going to remain a little bit complicated. Yeah. Just 1 second, my loves. I am going to come and see Julie. Just 1 second, sweetie pies. Les amis. Raphaël, Anaël, Mathias, en haut, s'il vous plaît. Fermez les lumières en haut. Close the lights, please. No, close the lights. Les lumières sont encore allumées. You guys sound like a wild circus. Can you stop it? Parfait, on arrête de crier. On arrête, ok? Oh, si ça tente, arrête de crier et arrête de faire des sons comme si vous êtes un cirque. Thank you. All right, here we go. What's your question, my beautiful love shine? So he has planned. Yeah, no. Okay, that I already answered. I'm going to go see a beautiful Julie. Just post your question, my beautiful love shine. And did I put it? I didn't. I don't know. I thought I wrote it, but I didn't. I'm going to say it's around 110, okay, for Stephanie, because I swear I wrote it in, but it didn't. I'm going to say it's around 110. You want him to be serious, my beautiful Stephanie, because if he's not, nothing good is going to come out of this, my love. You really, really need him to be more serious at this moment in time. He needs to show you that he loves you, that he cares for you, and that he's willing to put this time and effort into it. Julie, hold on. I am to believe that you're just in PayPal, so I'm going to go and see. Love Shine, if you want to post your last question also, I will answer you right after Julie. Then we're going to go and see Juanson. Okay, I have your questions here. Just one moment. Okay. Okay. So, is he finally seeing the benefits of a committed relationship, and is he craving that with you, is going to be the first question we're going to go and look at. All right. Our beautiful Queen of Swords is nice. Our beautiful Victory is very nice also. And our King of Cups. Ooh la la. I'm actually going to say yes. I feel like he's wanting more structure, more stability, and he's definitely wanting more of a defined bond. Now, it does still show that he kind of shifts a little bit out of that. It feels like he's shifting out, if you will, of that uncertainty and more into a place where he sees the value for something that is real and something that is nice and committed. It's really the energy of, I want something that is meaningful. I want something to build upon. So I feel like you're being shown as being a lot of warmth, a lot of comfort, a lot of emotional safety, attraction, softness. I feel like he's beginning to recognize exactly what you bring into his life, how supported, how understood he feels when he's around you at the same time, but also how much he actually craves the emotional comfort that you do offer, because we do see it often into the readings. He's always wanting, lingering, and craving that beautiful attention that he holds on to so dearly. So he is starting to see the benefit, but also the beauty of the commitment. So basically of committing. And I feel like he is craving a deeper connection with you specifically. So will he start actively pursuing? Let me go see. I feel like he wants to. I still feel like he's a little bit passive, but I feel like he wants to put more into it. I feel like he wants to show more movement, more pursuit, more action, more initiative altogether. So I'm going to say he's wanting to go out of the passive mode and more being into the active mode. So it's about him not as much leaning into the energy, but actually showing more consistency, maybe more communication, maybe more intention at the same time. So I feel like he's still into that natural forward motion, but he's definitely moving on into it, really more actively pursuing the relationship than being very, very passive onto his own side. Now, is he thinking about you tonight, and what is he thinking about? He is thinking about you. We cannot deny it. There's no doubt about it. I would say yes. I feel like his energy is drawn towards you tonight, but I feel like it's drawn towards the connection. So the mutual connection, the attraction, the emotional alignment. So it shows that he is thinking about the bond between the both of you, about the closeness, about how the dynamics feel more balanced and more natural lately. So what he's actually thinking about, I'm going to say hope. I'm going to say the possibility, but also the future. I feel like he's imagining this connection, what it looks like if both of you guys lean into it and give it your 100%. There's that beautiful, gentle longing that is there. It's not anxious. It's not heavy. It's just a beautiful, quiet little pull towards you, like that beautiful little thread that we would pull upon. Into his mind, he's thinking, my gosh, this, is really going to work. It could really work. This is safe. This is a safe and beautiful connection for me to actually open on up. That's what he's thinking about. So I feel like his heart is softening. I feel like his mind is aligning. I feel like his intentions are warming towards the real partnership. And I do focus onto the real partnership. So he's thinking of you with hope, with curiosity, and really just that desire to move closer. So you're definitely into a good place. You're definitely into a good position. Yes. He is definitely into the process of becoming much more active, my love. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. It is my pleasure, sweetie. Relax your beautiful soul, my love. Love Shine, you just wonder if his friend is being positive with him, supportive, and if M told him that he's in love with you. Absolutely, my beautiful love. You have a little bit of workings to do to go and manifest all these beautiful things, but beautiful day for you, my beautiful Julie. Continue, my love. We've got this. We're going to pull upon all the energy that we can, all the energy that we need. Sweetie Pie, Love Shine, his friend. If his friend is being positive with him being supportive, is his friend being positive with him being supportive? I do feel like his friend, I'm not too sure how your question is posted there. I do feel like his friend is being supportive of him. But I do not feel like M necessarily said that he's in love with you. That I don't believe that he has said. I believe that he says he has a very strong connection that you guys have, but I do not believe that he has actually expressly said that he is in love with you. That I do not believe as though he has said. He has talked about the connection, has talked about the type of relationship that you have, but has not necessarily talked about the love aspect. So that is a no. As for the supportiveness, I will say yes. Before I go see Juanson, let's go see for our beautiful Stephanie. Juanson, you're next. Does Jay feel that you moved on, or that's what you want? I feel like it's unclear. Yeah, like we don't really know. We feel like you've been a little bit distant. We feel like you probably have a lot of burdens upon your back. Do we feel like you moved on? Sometimes we feel like you focused on different things. Have you moved on love-wise, relationship-wise? No, but have you switched on up your energy to, let's say, be more focused towards work or finances? That I feel like it's more of a yes. So I'm going to say for the moment, I'm going to say unsure. I'm going to say disconnected. I feel as though he does sense that there's a shift into your energy. Like there's more distance, there's more silence, there's more emotional independence. And that kind of triggers that feeling of, I don't really know where I stand anymore. But it's not anger, it's more uncertainty. I feel like Jay is kind of watching, kind of observing, trying to figure out things between the lines, even if between the lines means within his heart or within his mind. I feel like he's picking up onto your strength, but also onto your ability to pull back, and that makes him wonder sometimes. Have you moved on? Are you better off without him? Do you want something that is different at this moment? But at the same time, he's thinking to himself, I think she still has an inner conflict. I feel as though she hasn't completely moved on, but she is focusing her energy onto something else. So he's hoping that you haven't moved on from him. He's hoping that you're going to go on back towards him if he reaches on out towards you. He doesn't necessarily believe that you are gone, but he believes that you are focused onto something else at this moment. So basically, I'm going to say, have you moved on? No. Are you focused on other aspects of your life? Yes. Have you distanced yourself? Absolutely. But I kind of feel like sometimes he has problems actually figuring out where you're truly at. Because he does feel the distance. He does sense that your self-focus and your independence are at play. But he's completely unsure if you moved on. But he does fear it and he does wonder about it. But he is unsure. But he is curious. And I feel like he's trying to understand your heart, but a little bit from a distance. Stephanie is going to be over here. I'm going to put it at 126, loves. I'm going to go and see Juanson. No, my beautiful love, Shiny. He has not talked about socks. Hasn't talked about that. He talks about your relationship, how you guys get along really, really well together. He hasn't talked about the fact that you guys have had socks or that you have socks often. Has not talked about socks. Socks has not been into the conversation at all, my love. I don't feel like no socks have been into any conversations. One song. Yeah, I'm having an interesting beginning of my weekend. I am. So I know. I love your cover. I do. Nothing into your cover sounded overcrowded for me, so I'm going to say you did perfectly. All right. All right, we're going to go here. Alrighty. So it came out perfectly once and I loved it. I actually listened to it 3 times. I had my earbuds in. I was at the trampoline park when you sent it to me and I actually watched it. I listened to it 3 times. It was great all 3 times is all I can say. Yeah, I enjoyed it. If I could, I would have put it on speaker into the trampoline park. Oh, that would have been weird music to kind of jump around on, wouldn't it? All right, here we go. I feel like there's a powerful alignment that's coming into your love life. I feel like it speaks about deep emotional connection. I feel like it speaks about mutual attraction. I feel like this is somebody who can actually mirror your energy. I also feel as though there is a choice that's going to lead you to something that is quite meaningful coming up for you. Now, I feel like there's a shift that's going to be coming up into your life that's going to be important for you. I feel like the universe is kind of working behind the scenes to bring new opportunities, better timing, unexpected blessings. But also breakthroughs in areas where maybe you've been feeling a little bit stuck. So I'm going to say new beginnings are forming for you. Work, finances, home, stability. It's just like a fresh start with long-term potential seems to be coming your way. So I'm going to say your general reading is definitely promising you growth and prosperity, more solid foundations, and a chance to really build something that is nice and strong and, well, long lasting. How is Elizabeth doing today? I feel as though Elizabeth is finding a certain balance, but also moments of peace. I feel like she's had a little bit of a stress, but I feel like things are going well. I feel like she's actually quite reflective at this moment, but I feel like she's stable. I feel like she's grounding herself, and I feel like even though there's little storms here and there, I feel like she's basically doing pretty good. Her thoughts about you today are more about connections and affection. She has a lot of warmth. She has a beautiful bond with you. That bond brings curiosity, but also brings fondness, but not into a heavy or into a pressured kind of way. More like, I always notice you. I always feel your energy, and I often kind of wonder what it is that you're thinking. So even though you might not necessarily be seeing her at this moment, the energy between the both of you is still there, kind of lingering. What she would like to say is that she appreciates your attention. She appreciates the warmth that you give towards her. She acknowledges even the simple little things like, I see you, or I hear you. So I feel like it's very, very soft. I feel like it's very sincere. I feel as though it's a beautiful connection. May it be into more of a friendship kind of way, or may it be more into a love kind of way. The connection is there, and it is sincere. Oracle cards. Here we go. The energy around you at this moment is active, whether directly or from the universe. It is guiding you towards mutual care and admiration, harmony and potential closeness, but also emotional resonance, even if it is unspoken. And an angel message for you is you're being reminded that love is flowing towards you. Open your heart and receive it, whether it be from her or from another soul that draws your energy on in. And your angels are wanting you to know that your affection is noticed, that your presence does matter, and that you are deserving of warmth, of messages, but also of love. Your angel message is your energy is seen and felt. Softness, warmth, and connections will surround you. Pay attention to the little signs because they carry that language of love. And into the loving messages. Your presence makes my heart lighter. I feel drawn to you in ways that words simply can't capture. You make everyday, ordinary moments always feel as though they are magical, and there is a warmth that I feel whenever you are near. Thank you, my beautiful Stephanie, love. That being said, my sweetie pies, I shall wish you a lovely, beautiful evening, and we shall see each other on Monday. So sweet dreams, my love. Have a beautiful weekend if you're seeing family or friends. Relax, have fun, live, laugh, and love, I'll say. I'll see you on Monday.